Hey everyone, what's up, what's up? It's us again. I am making the most out of this sleepover. So, it's gonna be a, what do you call this? Like, makeup style swap. So, I'm gonna do my kind of makeup on her face and she's gonna do my makeup as always. So, yeah, I'm nervous, excited, and
She's not supposed to be nervous. We're going to be swapping styles like she said. So I'm going to do like the look I'm going to do on her is basically since it's a style swap, I'll do what I would usually wear if I were going to go out at night. So basically not a glam but like more like
I'm shooked.
more of like night, like you know what I wear if like lalabas ako sa gabi.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna wing it and yeah, let's start. Woo!
Yeah, we've prepped already, so I'll start with her first. Basically, I'm going to spritz her on with this Fix Plus na Rose. It's Rose Hip Oil.
Oh my god, guys, it's bougie.
It's not bougie. It's by MAC. It's Prep and Prime, so you can use it to both prime your face and set your face after makeup. So like, it's just a light hydrating mist.
I tried it so close to my skin, so like, your turn. Okay, I'm gonna be a copycat. I'm gonna do the same thing. Close your eyes. Okay, that's.
So I'm not gonna guide her on what I usually do. Like, kasi what I usually do, that's what I'm gonna put on her. So like, bahala siya. Like, she can get anything she wants from this whole like setup we have here.
And I'm like looking at a lot.
So
A lot of choices.
it's really messy, pero like, don't judge me kasi I haven't been able to clean.
But it's a lot. I'm saying, like, yeah. My gosh, I don't even know where to start.
These are my other primers. Kasi dapat ang ginawa ko, I should have set everything into arrangement of primers, ganyan, so she can just choose which one she wants to use. Pero like,
I wanna go first.
I mean, okay.
Oh my god! You know what? We were talking about makeup last night, and she said that she loves these two foundations. This one is from Fenty. It's their soft matte something Longwear foundation. And this one is a more hydrating one. This is from Smashbox. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix both of them. Because personally, I don't like a super matte foundation. But I also don't like super dewy stuff either. So like, I want to have a nice in-between finish. So I literally just took like half pumps of each end. Like, I'm gonna mix them both. And I think this is her shade. So like, let's go.
So if you're the same shade as I am, plus you're interested in getting Fenty Beauty. So like Fenty, my shade in Fenty Beauty is 210. This is the Pro Filter shade. This is the Pro Filter shade. Pero like, if you're interested in getting a Fenty na hydrating, you can also get their new brand, a new series. Parang it's a hydrating Pro Filter. Tapos for Smashbox naman, I really recommend Smashbox foundation. I am in shade 1.15.
Basically doing is blending the foundation all over her face. Like on the center part first, I'm using a damp beauty blender. This is what I'm doing is like I'm tapping it, barely putting some force on the sponge so that it will just go smoothly. Okay, so like I'm a firm believer of like less is more. So I just want to like even out her skin tone, and I'm making sure to blend the foundation down her neck so that, you know, it's not like noticeable. We don't want to look like it's a heavy mask.
I'm going to be doing the same to her, but like before I start with the actual foundation, I want to go in with like an actual primer. So we have two choices right here.
Oh my god, I didn't do that.
No, it's okay. It's up to her what she wants. That's why I'm so sorry. Like the lighting is so bad. Okay. So we actually have two choices. Yung partner nung Fix Plus na Rose is this one. It's also by MAC. It's the same series. It's the same series. It's both prep and prime, but this one is the actual like primer. It's an illuminating primer. And then she also mentioned that she wanted to try this one. It's by the brand Flormar. She says it's an Irish brand.
Yeah.
It's also an illuminating primer, so it's a makeup base.
I've always heard this from my favorite YouTuber, like the makeup chair. If you know her, then you've probably heard about this stuff too. So like, yeah, she's been raving about this product for like 5 years or so.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna use this one na lang on her kasi we've already used a prep and prime product kanina.
Okay. So, she boss. She takes the wheel.
Putting it all over Grace. All over her face and then rubbing it. I actually also really like this primer. It's just I don't like the smell.
Yeah, the
It
smell.
it has a bit of like a strong kind of smell.
It's
na,
like glue.
yeah, parang
Weird.
glue-ish. So I feel like that can be like beneficial kasi parang baka the ingredients in it were like malakas talaga yung amoy, tas I appreciate na they didn't use like a perfume or like a fragrance na makakover ng
To
amoy.
mask it.
Yeah. So like I like na they were honest with the smell, but also at the same time smell parang yung scent niya shouldn't have to be sacrificed for This one is a sort of like gift to her. But like let's really hope na I have her shade right. So like this is in shade 300. I'm not sure if like this is her correct shade. We're actually gonna be trying that. And then by comparison, this is yung difference with the first shade. I don't know if you can see that, but this is so this one is a bit warmer and mine is a bit cooler. So what we're actually gonna do is
Because
para
I'm more morena.
yeah, to combat that, we're actually going to be like mixing it with another Smashbox foundation I have because it's hydrating. So like I really like this kasi look, it's almost
gone.
yeah. But this was before like I actually got lighter. So
Yeah.
if you can see this, it's a different shade from the other Smashbox. So basically I'm going to be doing the same thing sa kanya, like what she did sa akin na I mixed Smashbox and Fenty, but in a sort of like darker shade.
See? Great minds think alike on anyone else.
I have never, I think, done makeup except
Like on your friends.
no, I mean, we don't have that much events naman for me to do it on their faces. And I don't trust myself with other people's faces.
Why?
First. Because I mean, I know how to do makeup on myself, but I'm not sure if I can do it on other people. So I plan to do like a sort of like concealer on her, like just as her highlight shade. So so since it's gonna be a highlight concealer, we're gonna be using something na obviously lighter than yung the foundation that I use on her. So I'm using Ink by Peripera.
Yeah, she's a vlogger.
Yeah, as you can see. And then focus on me.
Focus
There you
on
go.
me.
And this one is up in shade. For some reason I can't find the shade.
in
It's
Korean.
one kasi there are three foundations, so it's shade 1. 3 foundations, 3 concealers. So this is number 1. I think the lightest.
Mm.
So we're just gonna put that in the areas where we usually highlight. Concealer-ish brush, and then before I use my brushes, I make sure to wet them with, that's why you can see there's almost nothing left.
Really?
Yeah. It's by Mario Badescu. It's the rose hip one. Then just pat. I always make sure to just to use a brush first and then like pat it in with a blender. Actually, like I was a bit of in emo phase when I was in like from elementary to like first year, second year high school. I was only interested in makeup when I was in about third year to fourth year, around that time when we did yung makeup for prom.
Who did your makeup for prom?
It was someone who does the makeup for Mr. Miss IIT.
Because she was really pretty and glammed up during prom. Like, swear.
Tapos ewan ko, like, it really fascinated.
And she became prom princess. Like, just gonna lay it down there.
It really fascinated me to see, like, you know, yung the process of her, yung the person who did my makeup. It really like fascinated me. Tapos I could see how much she enjoyed it. So yun, I started playing with my mom's makeup as, you know, girls usually do. And yeah, that was it.
But you are so lucky that your mom is into makeup as well. My mother never, ever buy makeup, like, for her own. So, like, nothing, nada.
Natural beauty.
Yeah, she's like a firm believer of natural beauty. Am I not?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Alright, I found her concealer finally. Or she found her concealer. This is like the very famous Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I want to use this on her because I am curious as to like...
You can wipe the excess mo kasi like it ang dami.
Oh, okay.
Pro tip.
Wipe off the excess. Okay, so like I'm gonna boop, boop, boop. So I only pinpoint the concealer here on this part, sa inner part of the eyes, kasi that's where most of the darkness is concentrated. So that's where you need to like conceal. Oh, it's so good. Okay, Tarte Shape Tape believer na ako. So like I have to save up for that. But I think a good alternative from the drugstore, if like you don't have the money to buy Tarte Shape Tape, is Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. Although it's not as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape. Like this one is like 3 dots is all you need to cover everything. That one needs a little bit more of layering.
Like what the steps are kasi like
Yeah,
you know
it's
sometimes sometimes iba-iba yung steps. So usually for me after the foundation I go with powder. So what I do, since usually pag I don't highlight the concealer, what I do is I just use this one. It's the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And then I use that, parang binibake ko para yun na lang yung highlight. Like I'll use that as the highlight instead of like the concealer. Pero since I put concealer on her na, if I bake it pa with translucent powder, it's gonna be too white. So para ito tone down natin yung warmth with Skin Potions. They're a local brand. I really do recommend this brand. They're local. They have a few branches around Manila. Just like, you know, they really think about their products before they release. Like they don't just release para lang may masabing ano. And they're good. They're pretty good for a local brand. Put it all over the face. It's okay. Like, don't worry if like you feel like if you use the same powder for your face, mawawala ng definition. Like, that's why bronzers exist.
That's why. I think Ariane got into makeup earlier than me.
Yeah.
Like,
Siya medyo college na siya na
yeah.
ano. Ako around 3rd year, 4th year high school, I was already interested in using makeup.
But we weren't allowed to wear makeup sa school. I actually like the therapeutic thing that you get from makeup. That's why maybe I got hooked into it. And also, like, a side part of that is like artistic creativity, you know. So yeah. For her powder, I actually do powder. Like, I do the base first. So, like, I don't put the highlight sa concealer.
Yeah.
So,
She barely has any under eyes. Ako, I have like super big under eyes.
so I'm gonna try the OG Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. My god. This is like every YouTuber's like stuff. So
It's okay, you can use this one because it's clean.
okay, so this powder is translucent like what she said from earlier. Okay. But in a way, I also do like baking, but like with a brush, like really press it underneath the eyes, like so. So I don't do like buffing motions. I really press it onto the skin. That it will look airbrushed. I think
Now I have a tip.
I need more.
Hack. Pro hack.
There, and just like with the excess on the brush, I'm just gonna swipe, 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 excess, and that's it.
So, we move on to bronzer.
Bronzer. Okay.
So, like, since, I know, we're not aiming for, like, a really sculpted na, like, look, I'm going with one of my favorite bronzers. I hope this is the right one, or, yun, okay. So, this one is Too Cool for School Art Class. So, it has, like, varying degrees of brown, pero actually, it's not, like, hindi siya yung type na, like, you use this one or this one or this one. You use them all both. So, like, since you have a warmish shade, then a neutral shade, and a cool shade, like, when you mix it together, like, ewan ko, for some reason, it really suits my skin. So, we're trying this out with Raya.
Hopefully, it shows. Because, like, I'm more dark skinned than Ariane.
So, we're gonna be using an angled brush.
I actually don't like the chiseled like contours.
Kasi she has like really defined cheekbones already.
Because I'm so thin.
So like the point of the bronzer, like at this point, the point. So like the point of the bronzer is actually just to add warmth sa face para hindi like.
Pero what I don't like in like Philippine bronzers, it's too warm
Oh yeah.
and red toned. Like, why?
A brush for her nose line.
And I can't even use it for like nose line because it will look unnatural.
Parang may sugat ka. Ito rin. So like, so that it will look, you know, more pointed.
I actually don't know how to contour my nose.
It's not so much as like I'm good at makeup. It's just siguro I know what works for me
For
and
your
for my face.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if when I try it siguro on other people like it's not as good. Kasi syempre I've spent like siguro like years trying out makeup.
Okay, so
Nose.
for her bronzer, I'm gonna take this one. This is the Balm Take Home the Bronze. My gosh, I'm so clumsy. It's also a cool tone brown. And same, I also use like an angled brush. And I'm gonna start here, like really close to the hairline, so that it doesn't look like you just put some random lines on your face, so that it will look as natural as possible. And I'm also using circular motions. Wow, this bronzer is actually good.
Since I go first before her, so like basically the things I do to her face, yun na lang yung treat that as like the don'ts, and then treat the one she's doing to my face as the do's.
What the hell? No!
Kasi I may have started before her, pero like Raya really is like a better makeup artist like than me. Kasi I'm not like a makeup artist, I'm just like a makeup enthusiast.
But I am a makeup enthusiast too, so like, we're just having fun, okay?
Actually, like in my regular routine, I use I do eyebrows na
Me
before
too!
anything.
Oh my god!
Kasi,
There's like,
yeah, before highlighter kasi I put blush. Tapos before blush, I put eyeshadow first para I'm sure na I can match the blush sa eyeshadow. So for eyebrow, I actually use this one. This was the eyebrow pencil, whatever na suggested me. I suggested, like, recommended by out of focus, by Heart Evangelista.
Yeah, I watch her videos too.
So like there's a pen tip sa taas, like it's a kind of like a felt tip, and then like a powder sa baba.
KPalette.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's
KPalette, yeah.
I think a Japanese brand. Ba?
Yeah, Japanese. So I got this at Beauty Bar sa SM or so like more of like shaping na lang. Since this is a kind of like ash, I got this from when I had ash gray hair. So if you can see, it's very light. It's a very, very light brown. So I don't think it's gonna show up on her eyebrows since she has like medyo bushy na eyebrow. So I'm actually gonna go in na lang with a medyo blackish na eyebrow pencil para like I can shape her eyebrows better. So I also use this one. It's Brow Power by, I forgot, Kiss Cosmetics ba yun? In the shade Universal Top. So this is actually something I got when we went to Singapore, I think, yeah. So since it's a blackish na shade, pinapahiya mo ko, ha. It's more taupe, but it's a darker kind of taupe, so like mas magsha-show. So since ayan medyo na shape na, we're gonna go with this one para like medyo malighten and then also to like make it appear bushier. So this is Life Brow by Sunnies Face. Yeah, in the shade, I think it's the grooming gel, so it's the ash brown one. So what I like about this is it has a long applicator, so it's easier to use, pero at the same time the product is kind of small. So like you only get this product, pero for the price I think it's okay naman.
Okay, so like I do different method of like doing brows. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to speak English na. Basta, I do it differently. So what I do is like I take the brow gel first before like doing the shaping thing. So I'm using Fashion Brow from Maybelline. It's actually a bit lighter. I think this is for your blonde hair days.
Yeah.
To tint it and to like give a preliminary shape. Vice Cosmetics also has like a cheaper brow gel. That one is volumizing, so I use that too. It's actually a good dupe for like the Sunnies Face brow gel. And I'm gonna take the KPalette thing that she tried to use on me and draw the shape of the eyebrows.
So like there's actually like this shade that I actually wanted to use on her. I want to use it for both her. What am I trying to do? Yeah, this one. It's Biscuit
Sunnies Face
by it's Sunnies Face's Airblush. It goes like this. It's a really, really like warm beige ish shade. Aryan cannot speak English na. Because it looks really, really pretty if only like our lighting could like showcase it to you. So I hope guys na you don't think it's not pigmented just because like, you know, pangit yung light namin. It's actually like really pigmented. So like it's just one palette, but it's like really good. So I'm actually going to be using this for both her eyeshadow and yung her blush, but like I'm gonna mix her blush with something, and then I'm gonna mix her eyeshadow with a bit of something, and then around the same shade na rin yung lipstick niya, but not this exact shade, like a bit of the same shade. The Marc Jacobs palette, or this Glam Girl one, kasi there's a brown here na I also use. Napaka-dirty, but it's this one. It's a very cool brown. But like since Raya has like a bit of, I think, warm, you have a warmer tone. So we're gonna go with the Marc Jacobs palette. So dirty kasi I don't know how to take care of my stuff. So but I really like this palette. I think it's like a huge investment. So like the shades are here.
By huge we mean 3,000.
Probably. So this is what it looks like. The palettes are really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
It's like you go from like wearable to like glam over here. So like I feel like it's a really versatile na palette to have. And then the funny thing about it is, I mean, an interesting fact about it is like the shades like form a sentence. So this one is hot pants at the office cause a fuss, that's why they call her Little Miss Scandalous.
Oh!
So the sentence is like hot pants at the office cause a fuss, that's why they call her Little Miss Scandalous. So this is the 740 Scandalust palette. They actually have different series, the green one, the blue one, but this is my favorite one. So we're actually gonna go with my favorite shade. This is called That's Why, this one, the brown one. It's a really wearable shade, and it's a warmer version of the brown na I showed in the Glamlust palette. But the brush that I'm actually gonna be using is my brush from the Glamlust palette, the blending brush. So we're just gonna apply that on her. Wow, I said I'll use this, tas ito yung ginamit ko. I'm actually gonna be using this, sorry. Just on her lids. Just to warm it up, and then mix it with Biscuit. Like, if you can see, it adds a warmth and it's really nice. Look up. Tapos with the same applicating brush, I put it sa under eye. Or like under, what do you call this part? Under
Lash line?
Yeah. So like the Marc Jacobs palette is really pigmented to the point na like, you know, just one swipe you can do actually both lids. But like, yeah, it's any shade in the Marc Jacobs palette is pigmented. So after that, we're gonna actually be going in with the Biscuit from Sunnies Face with just my finger. So I use my pinky finger for this. That's the part of her lid na I didn't put brown in. I'm gonna go with like the sort of, I need a thinner brush. Actually, one of the blending brushes na I use. It's really nice. Blending brush, like applicator brush. So we need something thinner. So this one, it's like an angled brush. So like just for like a pop of color or like glitter, I use this one, the one that I broke. It's like a glittery version of Biscuit, and it's shade They Call Her. So I'll just use that to put sa under ano niya, just for a spark of color, and on her top lid.
Okay, so I'm back. It's my turn. It's my time. Eyeshadow is actually my favorite part of like makeup.
It's her expertise,
the whole
really.
makeup process, because this is where my inner artist self is like, I'm free. So like, I brought my own palette, and this is the Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I actually
Bougie.
saved up for this. Like, I spent so many sleepless nights working part-time jobs just to buy this palette, and it's my baby. So yeah, Basically, it's like the
Pretty
same
shades.
tones like her Marc Jacobs.
But more.
But like multiplied. So yeah. So
And more bougie.
since like okay, so like I'm gonna use the brush in this palette. The brush here is like really good. So I actually think that warm tones also flatter her for some reason. So like I'm gonna take burnt orange here for like the transition shade. Okay, that's too much. With Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow, you only really need like a little bit because it's so pigmented that one tap from your brush is enough to cover everything. As you can see, that's enough to cover
It's really big
both.
with it.
So I am gonna take a more precise like blending brush. Do you have one?
Oh, the one I showed you.
This one. Okay. That one.
This one is. I really like this brush.
This is Sigma Small Tapered Blending E45. This is like her precise blending brush. So I'm gonna tap into Real Gar. Just a little bit, like a little bit goes a long way. And I'm gonna put that on the outer and inner part of her eye. So like we're going for a subtle halo eye today. And what this does is that it adds dimension to the eyes. I don't know. For me, it looks flattering on a lot of eye shapes. And I think her lid space is actually very spacious. So that's like redundant. The hell? I don't know how to talk anymore. So I'm just gonna do circular motions to blend and go back with the brush from earlier and smoke it out. If your eyeshadow looks muddy, just blend it out. Trust me, everything looks good when it's blended. Like so. Alright, here. This shade below. It's like a golden champagne shade. My model is like fixing. Okay, close your eyes. And this part here where I left it blank, that's where I'm gonna put Primavera, and it will just add a sparkly touch to the look. And since this is like a very golden based champagne shade, it will complement with the other warm shadows that we've put. And don't forget to like blend it with the rest of your eyeshadow. You don't want it to look like a stripe of shadow on the center part of your eyes. So like I'm going back with a bit of Real Gar again to really blend the products together. Actually, I wear this type of makeup to church.
Oh.
Like that's when I do really glamorous makeup, because in the lab,
Looks so good. Like, what? Like, nahiya ako. Like, I feel so embarrassed with what I put on her. Kasi my weakest link, like, I am weakest at eyeshadow. And she is, like, best at eyeshadow. Like,
I am weakest at eyebrows. So, don't judge. I'm gonna take a little bit of burnt
it
orange
looks
on
so
the other end.
good. What the hell?
Look up. And just use that to put some color on the lower lash line, because we have like heavy eye makeup on the top, so we want to balance it out. God, that's too much.
Glam.
Anastasia is so pigmented. Like, do you have a palette from them?
I think eyebrow something lang.
You
I had this
should.
Anastasia product na you said, just a lipstick pala.
Lipstick.
My favorite lipstick was by Anastasia.
You should try. I actually contacted Arian first before purchasing this palette because I was so confused on which palette to get. So, yeah. And then I'm gonna take a dark brown shade. This is called Cypress Umber with like a very flat brush, like so. Random from her collection. Tap off the excess. Close, please. And use that to act as like eyeliner. But using a shadow will just make it look really soft, so it's not as strong, but it will add some definition to your eyes. So
Like, this looks so nice.
in the eyes.
Like, look, compared to what I did on her, like, I'm so sorry, people. Like, I'm so weak at eyeshadow.
It's okay. We love a natural glam too. So this is
Because it's
natural. This is like ultra glam.
So, like, what I do next, she already actually did. But instead of, like, using brown eyeshadow for eyeliner, I use actual brown eyeliner because I'm weak.
This is where she's good at, like eyeliner.
But it's black, so it won't show. Actually, since she went ahead and did, like, a bit glamish on me, I'm gonna dagdag more pigment sa center.
Nahiya siya.
Nahiya ako. But this shade actually, like, really suits your skin.
Really. Well,
So, this is by Smashbox again. Like, I don't shut up about how much I love their products. So, this is brown eyeliner in the shade. No, it's actually a shaping powder, which is true. It's not a liquid eyeliner. It's a liquid powder, if that makes sense.
wow, that's innovative.
What do we do next?
I don't know.
After eyeliner. Blush.
Okay, you first, me first.
I'll go na lang kasi they've seen naman what I'll use for your blush. So for her blush, I'll use almost like the same thing I put on her eyelids. Kasi actually, like, one of the things that I really have a hard time doing is like matching eyeshadow to blush. Don't nod. She's good at doing that. Ako, like, for some reason,
She was triggered. Oh my god.
don't nod. For some reason, like, I have a hard time, yun nga, like, see, like, looking if they match. Kasi in my head, I feel like, okay, bagay itong two colors na to. And then suddenly, when I put it on the face, it's like, what? Like, why doesn't it look like how I imagined it?
It actually looks nice. My gosh, I want to hit Sunny's face, but like, their products are so good and like at an affordable price.
Yeah.
Okay, me next.
She rubs her palms as if like she's gonna do something.
I actually saw this shade. It's Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade What Are You? Storm. I actually saw scratch. Let's use Dusk because it's like a lighter peach. I actually saw this on a lot of YouTube stuff.
Cloud paint.
Yeah, Cloud Paint, and they really like it for some reason. So I wanna try it
That's my sister's go-to blush.
on her face. So this is Dusk. Oh, like a little bit goes a long way. See? And I'm just gonna use the finger. My gosh, I think I put too much on them.
Okay.
And also when you're flushing, like blushing naturally, you also have some blush here on the nose. So that's why. But I think the formula is not as blendable as I imagined it to be. I don't know, a lot of people were raving about this. So I had to try. But I think, oh my god, a lot of people will bash me, but I think the Sunnies Face is more blendable.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
You
it
have to work
sticks.
fast with this product kasi it dries easily.
Okay. It dried. Oh my god. And it's hard to control.
Yeah.
Okay, so like what to do to rectify the situation is to take your powder brush from earlier and press again because there's still some powder residue there. So let that blend. Your overly applied blush, don't I'm not a good beauty guru.
Yeah, blush and then lipstick and then mascara. We're almost done.
Yeah.
So what do I use for your? This was the one I was saying na suits the Biscuit one. But like I feel like it's a bit too orange if I use it. So I think I'm gonna go na lang with Posh or Nudist. We'll see which suits.
Her favorite is Nudist.
Yeah.
Like it's gone.
So we can actually mix the both of them. So yeah, it's gone. So I have to use a brush with this. Like I like it so much that this is my third one and it's already. So we'll just excuse me, apply a brush on that. But before anything, like lip prep is important.
I always skip that part.
Like we have a lot of dead skin on our lips. This one is chocolate scented. I mean, I really love this one. We were talking about this yesterday, diba?
Remember the incident from last night?
Which incident?
My incident with Vaseline.
I don't remember. What did you do? I have short-term memory, guys. Don't judge.
I licked it because it was
Oh,
chocolate
yeah.
scented. You can't use it to retouch.
Yeah, so I used the finger.
Really?
Like just for a more pop of color. I'm adding Posh to that. She's looking at the makeup stuff like, what should I use on her? Oh my god, I'm too dumb.
Because she has a lot of lipsticks. And I think it's true na a girl can't have too many lipsticks. Like,
I am guilty.
I am too.
Like, I really love lipsticks.
So, let's not skip the lip balm, as she said, because... Oh, I really skipped this part because for some reason, I am lazy.
You don't have dry lips like I do. I have like
No, I
really-
have dry lips, but I just forget. So, like, I don't know what to put. Okay, maybe this first. It's from L'Oreal. It's called the Eye Explore Lip. What is this? Lip.
It's I really like it. It's both a lip tint and like a matte lip. So they managed to combine it.
Yeah.
So like the shade is called Eye Explorer.
Let's put that. It's actually a very nice shade. That's it. I'm just like simple when it comes to lips. So no, I'm not done. Highlighter. Ooh. Just gonna use my fingertips. This is also from Sunnies Face. Do you like this?
Yeah. It's very like nude. It's very like soft. This is Raya Bahian's church makeup.
Yeah, basically.
So last but not least is mascara.
Because like everybody at church judges me because like I have the girl with heavy makeup. And not heavy. I mean it's not heavy by my standards. Like
Screw what everybody thinks.
yeah.
So like
I feel pretty. That's the important part. So
this is
What
what it's from Can Make Tokyo. I really like it. It's a sweat-proof mascara. It doesn't run easily. So like I actually almost always it's oily na kamay ko. Almost always I use a curler, an eyelash curler, but since I'm not confident na I can use it on somebody else.
me
Like,
too. That's
I'm
like
scared.
scary.
so like we're just gonna apply it.
I actually am not confident applying mascara on other people.
Oh no, it's okay. You can use that one.
Okay. I'm tired of searching, like, guys. Okay, so like, pray to God that I don't stab her in the eye. Oh, this is actually a nice mascara because it coats your lashes. And it's like thin, so it goes well with your lashes.
It has nice bristles.
That's it! We're
And
done,
we're
yo!
done.
So like,
No, I'm gonna spritz some on her.
oh yeah.
From a distance. I'm gonna do the same to me kasi kanina she applied this like here.
Sige, do it on yourself. There's a trick I want to show them. After that, take your beauty sponge again
Oh.
and press the facial mist on your skin so that it will like absorb really well. And we're done!
Glam. This is gonna be called the Undas Glam.
Yeah. Basically, happy Halloween!
Bye!
I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's so long. But yeah, helpful tips from her.
No, helpful tips from her.
And like this video if you found this entertaining to watch and like you like the looks that we did. Subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Rayadorable Argian. And yeah, see you!
Bye!